Well, good evening, everybody from the East Coast of the United States. I hope everybody is doing well. It has been another hot, scorching day here, and the smoke from the western United States, 2,800 miles away, has made it here. It's smoky, steamy, it's hot, it's miserable, humid, but everybody's doing okay, and I hope that everybody out there that's viewing this is doing okay. I would like to say that last word I got from Life with Lindsay that her whole family had COVID, but her husband had to be hospitalized. Hope maybe she'll come on here a little later on today, but um, just remember her in her prayers. And it's a tough time for the whole world. So I guess we'll just have to keep praying and doing our best, try to stay safe and everything. So this COVID stuff is I don't think it's quite done with us yet, or we're not quite done with it, depending upon how you look at it. It is Wednesday evening here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, USA, Eastern Standard Time. Hump day has come and weekend is in sight. I'm sure hoping the temperature will crack back a little bit, so it'll let me have a little fun, get outside and enjoy stuff. But I tell you what, when it's 95 degrees, the humidity is about 95%. It's not a pleasant time. So what's going on in everybody else's channels? I see we got. I see Countryside Russell was here earlier. He said boom. So I imagine he'll show back up eventually. But I'm gonna take a little bit of your time tonight. We won't do an hour and a half like we did the last time. We'll probably talk for a little while and see who comes in and who doesn't. And I know this is a kind of a tough thing to do all the time, every time. And so many of us do these live feeds, but to me, the live feed does more than the videos do. Sure, I can't wait till we get back into the cold season so we can do some winter camping and stuff. That's what I truly love to do. Right now, we're kind of doing product reviews and projects, and we're cooking things with pie irons and whatnot. But all in all, we do okay. So I'd like to thank everybody. We're up to 290 subscribers. Didn't really ever think that we'd get up that far this fast. Our channel is about 5 months old, so I'm kind of generally pleased, and I'm gotten the opportunity to meet a lot of very interesting people, and well, I see we got ourselves a troll already, and you are now gone. So I don't know why we get people like that, but it's just part of life. We got these little childish peoples and stuff. I see Heidi's here and there. How are you doing? Doing good? How's everything out there in the West? I don't know whether you saw that video, but we now have the smoke from California, Washington State here, all the way on the East Coast. The sun was a blaze orange instead of its normal yellowish. The sky, it was struggling to be blue, but it just wouldn't poke out. And they say we might get some storms here a little later on, maybe wash some of this out of the air. But we woke up this morning. I mean, it was like the sun looked like a tangerine. It was just a kind of an orangish color. Cat in the North, hello, how are you? How's the weather in your part of the woods? Just getting that smoke that came off the west. Yeah, Heidi says doing good. Yes, I saw it. Nice and cool here. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah, cloudy. Yeah, but here not too long we'll probably we're about 60 days away from starting to get some crisp air. But this part of the United States, this day is hot. Well, almost up into Thanksgiving. Late November time frame. But yeah, it's a great idea. Feel free to introduce each other, and it's been a nice day. Outstanding. Yeah, but all in all, it's I'm enjoying myself, and there you go. Everybody saying hello. We got our big crowd in here at the moment, but glad to see you both. And like I said, Countryside Russell was here earlier, and he left a boom, and we had our troll show up a few minutes ago and do his little thing. Of course, I booted him. So But this weekend, um, I'm hoping to do a little bit more work on the hatchet, and the weather's been so horrible hot that you really got to pace yourself. It's you go outside for maybe an hour and you're really just worn slam out. You got to be drinking water and whatnot. And I think the older I get, the more I'm drawn to the cooler, cold climates. And I think it's supposed to be the other way around. That when you get old, you're supposed to go to like Florida or something like that. But um, I mean, I'm more drawn to the cool, cold, and snow and everything. And of course, when you get the age of in your 60s and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about having to go into work no more. Once you get to that point. Um, but yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to do, and I try to do the chores. I'm sure the same kind of chores that everybody else does, cutting grass and weed eating and stuff like that. But like I said, you try to go outside and work for a little bit, and it just it's tough. You know, Grandma Prepper and I've been getting to know each other. Yes, I've noticed that you guys have been trading messages, and turns out her husband worked where I did years ago. Wow. Okay. Cat in the North says I like the cooler weather. Yes, definitely. Yep, most definitely. I tease my wife all the time that when the cold weather is here, if I walk outside and it'd be 6, 7, 8 hours later, you have to open the door and say, it's time to come in, but I don't want to, but it's, but this kind of mess, Virginia, North Carolina, and on down, Tennessee, it's just, it's like you're dragging a boat anchor behind you. Very unpleasant. You can't really maintain much of a pace. And then, you really get out and say you cut the grass or do something strenuous like that, then you got to go find yourself a gallon of water. And I think most of it ends up down the front of me than in me. But so, yeah, Grandma Prepper had put up a couple of videos earlier. I think one earlier today, she was testing out some type of nutrient, ready to eat type meal. And then I know she's got a heavier work schedule now. So, but it really was very unusual to find, all of y'all live. If I had to choose between South Dakota or Tennessee, weather-wise, which would you move to? Tennessee is the same as Virginia, Heidi. It's hot, it's humid, it's a nice state. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there's plenty to do, there's plenty of land to find. I don't think they have an income tax, but if you said I got South Dakota in this hand, Tennessee in that one, I think we're heading South Dakota. I really do, because I like the cold, and particularly I've been watching a lot of videos of South Dakota, Wyoming, and everything like that, and I do very much love that part of the country. We have people that we're related to that live in Tennessee, and I have a lot of friends that are in Tennessee. One channel in particularly, Donnie Laws, Tennessee Outdoors, East Tennessee Outdoors, the maker of the Worm Rattler. Okay, good friend of mine. Have a great channel. But yeah, South Dakota. Yep. Yeah, I like Governor Nome too. She is an unusual individual, and so. Yeah, Tennessee is a beautiful state, no doubt about it. We spent, a good bit of time traveling, all through the American South, and Tennessee is ranked right up there with one of the prettiest places. It's got a terrain that's a little bit of everything, mountains and flat, and you get out to Memphis and the Mississippi River and all that. And yeah, she is smart and beautiful. Yeah, definitely prettier than Virginia's governor. So, oh boy, but yeah. The Commonwealth of Virginia. This is a place that yeah, I just can't imagine somebody out west sitting at their table with their family, saying, "Well, if you had to pick 3 places," and I can't imagine Eastern Virginia being one of the ones that would pop top on the list. I went to Tone, Tennessee. Cool. Okay, you got family there, Kat, or just visiting? They have some incredible camping, outdoor type stuff. One of the most unusual places that I had ever been to was Chattanooga. There, Lookout Mountain. The river kind of looked like this muddy thing, and it really, really breathtaking. And then you get on the Virginia-Tennessee border at Bristol, then that is a very beautiful place too. And but not to exclude some of the other places, I actually considered the Appalachian mountain areas of Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains, but something keeps pulling me back out toward Wyoming and South Dakota and all those places out there. Why? I can't put my finger on it. It's just like a voice that's calling out. Kat says, I visited a family there, but it was about 25 years ago. Yep. I believe Lookout Mountain was a song. I think it's better known as a big Civil War battle, the stronghold for the South during the 1860s. But it is trees everywhere, and you're up on the side of the mountain, and you look down, and I'm wanting to say you're either crossing into Alabama or Mississippi or Georgia from that point. You might be crossing into Alabama and Georgia, because North Carolina actually pokes way out there to itself. And when you're in the very far piece of North Carolina, you're not far from, I think, no, you're touching Tennessee, so, but Tennessee's pretty. Yeah. So anybody that happens to be watching here and says that he doesn't like Tennessee, I do. But like I said, I'm just the last decade of my life, I've been pulled toward, not the west of the United States, but Dakota, Wyoming, even Idaho. I mean, Montana and all that. I'm not sure why, but it's just North or South Dakota. I've been watching a great many shows. I know we had talked I think it was a week or two ago about that fallout shelter, those nuclear things. So I don't think I'd go quite that far. I want a standalone home and piece of land and whatnot. So Heidi, what would you consider, Tennessee or South Dakota? What would be your choice? Like I said, if you don't like heat and humidity, Tennessee would be a very difficult place to be, because it's just like I say, you wake up in the morning, like here this morning, you walk out the door at 4:00 in the morning, head to work, and it's already 80 degrees, and the humidity's at 86%. And by the time you park your car and walk across the parking lot to go into the building and the city building, and you come back out and make that walk again, you're sweating. It really is. Life with Lindsay is here. Montana is incredibly beautiful. Yes, I'm sure it is. More importantly, how's your hubby? How's your family? Heidi says, I want South Dakota, but my hubby wants Tennessee. Okay, well, how y'all going to work that one out? Flip, or, Jared, crazy Indian, Oklahoma is freedom, but it gets hot there. Yeah, you get some big time tornadoes too, don't you, Jared? I've watched a lot of Reed Timmers videos, and tell you what, them things flat get really cranked up. He just got discharged from the hospital, so I will say that he's doing better then. Yeah. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, I know there's a number of people that I've been talking to on their channels, and they're dealing with COVID events and stuff. And like I said, I don't think it's over with or quite yet. It hasn't quite run its course. Lindsay says, we are all finally doing better. Outstanding. Jared says, not too bad in the eastern part, Ozarks. Okay, great. So you don't get those really big storms. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Heidi, that's one thing I'll tell you about Tennessee and Virginia. These storms, when they get cranked up, oh my goodness, it's just they'll dump inches of rain in a quick heartbeat. They'll drop a tornado and everything. Now here in Virginia, we have the coastal storms. We have hurricanes, which they can get quite intense. I've seen times back over the years where we didn't have power for 14 days because of these big storms. Severe thunderstorms and tornadoes and stuff like a little more frequent. but the severe thunderstorms here, I mean, it be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sky gets dark, street lights turn on, and wham, it's just yeah. Jared says big thunderstorms and tornadoes, not as bad. Okay, great. So, you born and raised in Oklahoma, Jared, or me? I was born outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and because of military family and whatnot, stepdad ended up down here. And all right, Kat says, well, I've got to head out, but I wanted to say hello. And usually I end up missing your lives, and have a great night all. Kat, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I try to keep a watch on everybody else's, and be safe and take care, and until next time, be safe. But we are slowly working our way through summer, and I start getting excited once we cross through Labor Day, and then we start heading up into those nights where it's 25, 30 degrees, and the day times are 45 or 50. I absolutely love it. Kat says, you're welcome. Take good care. Likewise. And, Jared says, born in Oklahoma, live mostly in Texas, back in the Cherokee Nations. Blessings to all. I got to go. And Jared, thanks for stopping by. I try to keep a watch on your when you pop up and everything. So you take care, be safe, and we'll be seeing you, buddy. So, but it's good to see people popping in. Frugal Farmer, how are you? Doing well, and you? Is it hot where you are at too? Did you get any of that smoke? Yep. Thumbs up to you there, Jared. Take care, buddy. Be safe. Yeah, like I said, I put a video up earlier today. We were doing a little bit of hatchet work, and you could see out in the horizon. I mean, it looked like the sky was just a milky white, and the weather girl had come on and said that what you were seeing was, the smoke from Washington State, California. Snow? You said snow? Really? Where? Is that an invite? We'll be up directly. So I was talking to some friends of ours, and they're in Maine right now, and he said that the temperature was 66 and supposed to get down quite chilly tonight. See, Lindsay says all the DNR land on my side of the state is closed due to fire danger. Of that, I have no doubt. Lindsay, when you get a chance, watch that little quick 3-minute video I did earlier today, and you will be amazed just how, I mean, that smoke traveled 2,800 miles from out your way and is here with us now. It's incredible. Frugal Farmer said, hacks from Portsmouth, North Carolina. Yeah. Well, you're not too far from me there, Frugal Farmer. I'm Norfolk, Virginia area, Newport News, right by the big naval bases and stuff. So, a couple hundred miles, and probably from right here to where you're at, it's nothing but hot heat. Yeah. So front. Okay. Yeah. So anybody got any live feeds coming up that you want to tell everybody about? Any, big videos coming up? Like I said, I have a Facebook page. It's Dave Collier Camping. Everybody's invited. Share your camping, gardening, fishing, hunting, metal detecting, cooking, whatever, grilling videos. Love to see it. Love to have all of you. I'd much rather see what's for dinner, out there on the grill than all this COVID stuff all the time. But Lindsay, I'm glad that your husband and your family is doing better. I'm sure you're kind of ready to get out there. I could never go live, and I got so awkward talking to the camera. Really? I mean, you seem such a natural doing the videos. I would think that if you just kind of imagine that you're talking to your best buds, it wouldn't be any big deal. It'd be kind of like using FaceTime on your iPhone or something like that. But I didn't think I could do it either. But the first one, I just said, well, okay, I'm going to talk to a group of people that are not in the room with me, but we'll see how this goes. And I guess it's going okay. I mean, but I think you would probably do pretty good. And one thing about it is I think you'll see a spike in the growth of your channel, especially the public watch hours in that group, YouTube content creators. If you jump on it, and we make no bones about it, the simple purpose is, hi, I'm Dave. This is my channel. If you send me a new friend thing, I will hit you back and like, comment, subscribe, share, watch 2 or 3 videos, and when we meet all the algorithm things. And I think, let's see here, so far in July, I've gone from on July 1 I was at 195 subscribers, and we're at 290 right now, 291, something like that. And a lot of that is because of these live things. So Frugal Farmer said back, had to flip the steaks. Ah, yes, sir. Definitely don't want them steaks, But Lindsay, I think you ought to give it a try. Like I said, I watched a number of your videos, everything from the hatchet throws to your tour of your land and stuff like that. And you seem like you're natural in front of the camera, so I would not be bashful. Just make a bulleted list or something, right here on the side, and talk about 5 or 6 things that interest you, pertaining to your channel, and then interact with the people right here on the sidebar. Simple Preparedness. I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? We were just checking in. How's the weather at your location? It's hot and horrible here, and all the smoke is here on the east coast of the U.S. It came in from the west, and you can only stay out there for just a little bit. So yeah, you could be a guest. I did that with one of the RV Pro channels the other day. He invited me. He said, hey, anybody wants to come up here on the screen with me using that stream thing? And we talked for a couple of minutes, and it was really cool. And inside of, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, I had like 4 people, send me a thing, say, hey, new friend here, so it's not as spooky or scary as you think it is. Nice here, not too hot at all. Excellent. So, but it's bad here. It's just I got all these wild, crazy projects that I'm wanting to do, and I'm wanting to take out the winter camping gear and set it up, let it air out and stuff, because it just it kind of gets that funky smell, And Frugal Farmer channel, where who? Me? I'm here in Virginia. You asked on Simple Preparedness where he's at. Okay. I know when everybody says nice here, yeah. Is that an invite? Like I said, I had a friend of mine, he's in Maine right now, he and his wife, and they said it was like 66 degrees. Cold. Oh boy. All right. Frugal Farmers, and my friend is in West Virginia, said it's nice there. Outstanding. Yes. Okay. Frugal Farmer says yes. Texas, you get hot too, don't you, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay, and that's why I like to break them out about every month or so and set them up, and and I try to be around when in the area, in the backyards and stuff when I'm doing that, because these storms pop up right quick. And then the other thing is, if you had any moisture at all, any condensation when you put it away, I guarantee you that it'll be a problem. So you want to try to set that. Pilgrim Radio, welcome to the little conversation. How's everything up your way? So I was watching one of your videos yesterday, I think it was. Yeah. And so, well, we're starting to get a few people in here. Really appreciate all of y'all stopping by. And if anybody's got any lives coming up, feel free to yell out and introduce yourself to each other. A quick, easy way to make some friends and, add to that list. But Lazy Days Ahead with Jessica and Lisa. Hello from hot 80s Houston, Texas. Well, greetings from hot as Hades, Newport News, Virginia. It is not pleasant here. And like I said, we got all that smoke from out west. It has arrived. But Pilgrim Radio says it's all chill on the front. All right, Bubba. All right. And Frugal says, a little lazy. But yeah, I mean, the southern United States is just hot. And Sunfish Assassin, hello everyone from Athens, Georgia. All right. I would imagine it's quite steamy down your way too there, Sunfish. It's y'all getting any of that smoke from out on the west? Yeah, we got it. It's here. But yeah, I'm hopeful. Everyone post your present temperature. Okay, I think we can do that. And it is, let's look over here. We are at 88 degrees here in the southeast corner of Virginia. So, but the temperatures vary greatly from warmer than that to slightly cooler than that, because if you break out your map and you look at where Newport News, Virginia is, we're totally surrounded by water on three sides. And Frugal says 89s, 80. So we're about the same. Yeah. And I'm waiting for somebody to put up their 54. Sunfish says no smoke here, but hot and muggy. The humidity is about 5,000%. Yep. I can relate. Feels like you're dragging a boat anchor behind you. Just a few minutes outside, and you're like, golly, where's something cold to drink? You know, and so you got to watch what you're doing. You know, Frugal Farm, Virginia is a beautiful area. Yeah, I really think every place, every state has its lovely spots, and I think it's we get to that point in our lives that we start thinking about what is our dream location. You know, like Heidi was talking, we were talking about South Dakota and Tennessee, and I talk about Wyoming and stuff like that. You know, so latest days ahead, we're at 83 and raining, 150% humidity. Yeah, yep, I can understand. We just talked about that. You wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, walk out, it's already 80 degrees or better, and the humidity is already 80% or better. It's and you just shake your head and say, "Oh Lord," But then eventually the weather will change. It will turn, and yeah. We said I have a Facebook page, Dave Collier Camping. Everybody's invited to it. Whatever your passion is, camping, hunting, fishing, whatever. 89 on the North Carolina, South Carolina line. Yeah, I think it's probably about the same all over, Virginia, the Carolinas. And of course, like I said, Virginia is kind of an odd place, because when, the Atlantic Ocean is 6 miles behind me to the east, then the harbor is 2 miles that way, and the James River is about less than a mile to the west. And we're totally surrounded by water. So we get these odd winds that blow in all sorts of different directions. And I work about 5 miles from here, heading back toward the ocean. And I can pull out the driveway at 4 in the morning, and it'll be 80 degrees, and drive that short distance, getting closer to the water, and it'll drop off 6 degrees. So, yeah, I would rather take the rain over this heat anytime, from the west. Absolutely. So, it's just I've had jobs all my life where I was always outside all day long, and I've gotten to that point. I'll be 61 in November, and I really do shake my head. I don't know how I survived all those years, doing what I did in that heat, and I see these guys on tops of buildings, and the letter carriers, and the street workers, and it's just unbelievable. Makes me wonder. But, Sunfish says 89 here, feels like 97 according to the weather. Okay, yeah, it's that wonderful humidity. So it's almost like you take a pin and prick the sky, and it would just, You don't actually ever see during the summertime here. You don't really see blue sky. It's kind of like a white milky look, and then combined with a little bit of smoke and stuff, it's not pleasant. And then I go out there in the workshop here, and I try to do some stuff, but I don't have air conditioning in it, so you put a little fan in there, but it's just horrible. And after a little bit of time, you're like, okay, well, let's try outside. And then you go outside, and you get mosquitoes about big as birds. So Frugal Farm. I worked on the farm or construction, and it is hot. Yep, it most definitely is. Okay, and when you're stuck out there, and that's what your livelihood is, and you have a family that's relying on you to do it, then that's what you do. And I spent 27 years as a letter carrier, U.S. Postal Service, right here in Southeast Virginia, and I really don't know how I did it. When you get these days, it's like that. Well, today was not the worst of the worst, but this time last year, the weather girl said it was 102 actual air temperature and 103, and that's with the humidity too. So, I mean, they've seen days where it's gotten 110, 109, 115, and when I was carrying mail, you couldn't carry enough water, and we kind of looked like desert people because we had little hoods on and we had wet towels around our necks, and we walked through every sprinkler, and fortunately for me, I had a lot of good people out there that would pass out a bottle of water. So if you got a favorite mailman, letter carrier, however you want to say it, yeah, pass him something cold to drink. I know he'll appreciate it, especially if you're in the hot places. Lindsay says 82 here. Lazy days ahead. So Dave, are you tired of I am retired in 2014 with 31 years between the U.S. Postal Service and the U.S. Marine Corps. I have been working kind of part-time for the last 7 years for the city of Hampton, doing kind of traffic detail type stuff. When traffic lights go out, I'm out there, but I will probably hang on for at least a couple more years, and put some money aside and make that decision to jump either to South Dakota or Wyoming or anything else. Grandma Prepper is in the house. We were just talking about you a little while ago, Grandma. I'm late, but here. Hi, everyone. Love you all. Yeah. Heidi said that y'all have been getting acquainted, and that's great. Yeah, I think I had seen where y'all were talking on your channels and stuff like that. And I know our last live feed, it was like so unusual that you and Heidi and Lindsay all lived not far from each other, and driving so sadly. So no chatting. Yep, just listen. You got to make that living, absolutely. And I'm the same way. So I work for the city here, and we do a lot of traffic details. When traffic lights go out or there's construction going on, and stuff like that. Of course, most of the time, I have a vehicle that has the lights on top of it, so you can retreat to some air conditioning if you need to. And Frugal says, hi, Grandma. Yep, by all means, if you have not introduced yourselves to each other, feel free to do so. Nice, easy way to get to know each other and whatnot. And, shout out your next live feed or your next video project. But I know Lindsay was saying that she didn't think she could do these live feeds. I bet you could. I bet you would knock it out of the ballpark. Dylan Valadez. Hey, Dylan, how are you, man? Are you related to Lindsay? Lazy days. I will retire this October 30 from Shell Oil after 33 years. Looking forward to lazy days. Absolutely. Ahead full time. Absolutely, man. Yes. Okay, well, I'm glad that you are feeling better, buddy. I absolutely am. Yep. I'm glad your dad got out of the hospital and everything, and now you've got that thing behind you. So, get out there and play on all that land, and hopefully you'll never see this again, buddy. So you need to get your mom to do some of these live feeds. Tell her that she's a natural on the videos. So this is just one easy step. Just pretend like you're talking to somebody you've known all your life. But just like I said, I don't think that COVID is quite finished with us quite yet. But all we can do is just try to stay safe and take care of each other, and eventually we'll pop out on the other end of this all the stronger for it. So Anybody got any big trips coming up? I know the airline industries are still a mess. I've talked to a number of people, and they get destinations and stuff. Coupon, how you doing? Hello, thanks for watching my video. Absolutely, yeah. I found it to be very interesting, because it's hard to find good deals and stuff like that. Galveston, Texas. Okay, hot down that way. I think that we just had somebody from Houston in here too just a minute ago, and they said it was hot as Hades. And I would imagine Galveston's probably about the same. But yeah, I've been checking your videos out. It's very interesting. I try to, I don't know, watch 7 or 8 per day. And then when I see somebody live, I like to swing in there at least for a little while and talk. And sometimes there's 4 or 5 going on at the same time. But how did I find your channel? I found your channel by looking at somebody else's channel, and you had made a comment about something, and I said, let's check this channel out. And I clicked on it, and I said, this is cool. So I said, new friend here, and that's how we are here. And I think that's how a lot of us find it, through these chats, and we see each other on different channels and stuff like that. Oregon trip this fall to see the outlaws. I mean, in-laws. Okay, yeah. But hopefully, by that time, all those fires will be gone. You've done that before too. Well, I mean, it's a really easy way to meet folks. I mean, because when you see somebody talking about why their tomatoes aren't doing good, or the good deal they found at the dollar store or something like that, and then you look down and you see like-minded individuals, and you find, let's say, Grandma Prepper. I find her videos really interesting, and I see a lot of her friends, talk about the same thing, and it's just, I was going to watch one of your videos and saw you were live. Well, I appreciate you coming on, but still watching videos, and tell me what you think. I'm always up to some constructive criticism and stuff, but I'm kind of a cold weather camper, and when it's this hot, you're pretty much stuck to kind of cooking and reviewing products, and just working projects, and you get lots of free stuff. Absolutely. I have a Facebook page, Dave Collier Camping. Feel free to join that and share your stuff, because I'm sure the knowledge that you have, you would certainly help other people. I know Grandma Prepper, she's driving, so she really can't chime in all that well, but I think you would get along quite well if you have not already met her. But she is in the room, but she's driving from one place to the other. So make a note of her name and click on hers. And she's working on software just like I am, from Prepper Nerd, about how to try to get everything organized. It's a daunting process when you start looking around your entire house, your entire property, trying to figure out what all you have, and then you want to try to put it into a computer program. It can be very interesting. So there you go. Introduce you to each other. So Dylan, how you feeling? Out good now? You ready to go outside and play, man, or do some stuff or chores and stuff? Yeah, when I saw that video, I was like, oh my goodness. And not long after that, I'd seen 1 or 2 more people that on their channels that had said that they were dealing with it, and I'm like, wow. So but at least thankfully we're all still here on this end of forever. Breckenridge, okay, absolutely. But it really is. I'd like to thank all of y'all for coming in, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I will be checking more and more of your videos out as I get time. And when it's this hot, I'm gonna go outside for a bit, then I'm gonna come up in here and do some YouTubing and working on the channel. And I bought myself one of those brand new Osmo Action cameras, and you probably see back behind me is a box of a brand new Apple iMac, one of the big 24 inchers. And this makes making videos a lot easier, and even live feeds. You know, you can actually use the onboard camera, or you can do the webcam thing with using the Osmos and stuff like that. It's really this brand new equipment makes life a lot easier. And there was a not long ago, I couldn't make videos much more than say 10 minutes in length, and then you had to chop them and then kind of shorten out the sequences, you know, to get everything in that you wanted to. But this newer equipment makes it much easier to do the stuff. So smash like that button. Yeah, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Definitely. And like I said, anybody's got anything new lives, feeds coming or new videos coming, shout it out, man, so we can all hit it. And, the other night there was like four people that were live at the same time, and I wanted to spend say 10 or 15 minutes with each one, you know, and I'm like, hopefully they don't think that hey, I popped in here and I popped back out and I'm popped over to the next one. So I'm kind of, you know, spreading the love, so to speak. And I am using iMovie, the latest 2021 iMovie right now. I wanted to get Final Cut, but it's a little pricey. So maybe here in another month or 2 or 3, I'll be able to handle that. But I tell you the truth, iMovie really, you know, it's done quite well. I mean, I kind of like to have a channel that's more realistic. You know, you get to see, you know, all the flub ups just as much as you get to see a good video or the good quality video. Because if you saw my earlier videos, the iPhone just wasn't cutting it. So, but this Osmo Action, it really does a good job. But the iMovie does a pretty good thing. Like I said, I don't want to dress the videos up to the point where you're hearing mostly music. You know, I want you to hear me trying to figure out why this works or why this doesn't work or whatnot. All right, Hooper's Band in Australia. How are you, man? As far as I know, you're like what, about 12 hours in front of us here from the East Coast of the USA. And I can't tell you, I'm glad to see you drop in, and I seen you live. I think it was earlier today or yesterday, or I saw a video about the kookaburras or something. The birds, you were out, yeah, in the bush there. But like, definitely thank you for showing up, man. Yeah, it's crazy here. It's 6:42 a.m. It is 6:42 p.m. on the 21st of July. So you're already in 22 July, correct? You're across that international date line. So everybody, this is Hooper's Mayhem from Australia. Introduce yourselves. You know, hit that like, comment, subscribe channel. So Tony Frogmonth, it's similar to an owl. Okay. But yeah, I did watch that video, and it was like the sounds were incredible. It was just it sounded like you were like on a wildlife television show. But here for me, it's your typical birds, you know, robins, cardinals, blue jays. Yep, 22nd of July, Thursday morning. So you're exactly 12 hours in front of us. So, well, we know that July 22nd gets here. So, well, at least in Australia it did. Sounds the weather in Australia. Yeah, I would imagine it's quite warm there too. Or y'all are in the winter phase now. So, but you like that? Ha ha ha! Australia is a wildlife sanctuary. Yeah, would love to go. Love to see your country one day. I've seen a great many videos. It's freezing at the moment. Okay, so you guys are southern hemisphere. So if we're summer and as hot as Hades, as some people are saying here, and you're cooler. Okay, it makes sense. And I had somebody pop through from Brazil. I guess it was the last video, and they were saying the same thing, that it was cold there. And I'm like, the image I always have of Brazil is like tropical jungles and stuff. So, but all right. Check out Hooper's Man. He'll take you on a wild adventure. He will. some absolutely incredible videos. So, yeah, that's right, everybody. Y'all make sure y'all hit that everybody's pages, copy the little notes down and whatnot, because make this opportunity to you know, summers here are stinking hot, and winter it just rains for weeks and weeks and weeks. You almost sound like you're in the East Coast of the United States too. I would imagine there's probably more similarities than are dissimilar in where we're at. Heidi says, I have Australian cousins who live in Yapon, Queensland, and Alice Springs. Hoopersman Mayhem, you could probably talk to Heidi there. Y'all trade information, hit like, comment, subscribe, new friends, and probably get some information about, your family, cousins over there. It's incredible. You do something like this and you find people that are living within just a little bit, or they got relatives that live just a little bit. Alice Springs is awesome. Never been there. It's busier than one-tooth beaver, and I just chipped that one. Okay. Which list would you like to see, Grandma? You talk about supplies or some of the links that we've been talking about? I will go find your channel, Heidi. Excellent. Outstanding. Yeah. Channels, please. Okay. I will. The next time we do this, I'm going to see if I can't get somebody that will come up here and be like my, monitor or something like that, or, and see if we can work that out. But what I've been doing is just trying to, maybe I'll make a little video of all the people that show up and give a shout out to them. So it's just been last week that we actually finally got this sidebar to work, which I'm pleased with that. And so it's been really nice. People meet those in YouTube communities. Lazy days ahead. It is. You meet a lot of people, and you meet people that you would have never met in any other way or capacity. And Facebook really has kind of devolved into just a Grandma, I don't think I have. That'll be my next mystery to solve, how to make it the chat available in replay. I'm not sure yet. I will look into that. And I did talk to the YouTube people, their tech people, and they said that there are channel extensions or Google Chrome extensions that can be installed that will solve all these problems. And I will look into that and get into that. But in the meantime, I'll try to make a little video of everybody, and I can probably actually set up the opening page where you'll see a lot of the subscribers and stuff like that. But I will work on that, absolutely. So Hooversman Mayhem, we gave up cable TV, I don't know, a long time. It's been 10 years or more too, because we just really got fed up with it. And then I got one of those little antennas you'd see advertised on TV that says it'll bring in all these channels for free. It works somewhat, but you're more likely to find me surfing YouTube or something like that. Yes, I will look into that, Grandma. I will make sure that that'll be my next big thing to look into. But the operating system on this brand new iMac, it's called Big Sur, and they're still working out some kinks as far as extensions go. And what made this sidebar work, right, where I can see y'all now, is I installed what is known as a live chat overlay. So I would imagine there's another extension that will solve the other problems. Just need to build in the time to get that done. And like I said the other night, we did a side chat with the RVer outfit, and it was pretty cool. was a lot of feedback because I think we were operating at a little bit different thing, but it was really cool. And if we could ever figure out how to put, a dozen squares up here on the screen and having everybody take turns talking, that would be really cool too. That's right, Hooper's Bank. Go find everybody. Yep. So if you have to pop in and out, and I do that all the time. I will see somebody, and because I can't see a link or something, so I'll go find the channel, and I said, well, maybe they'll still be live when I get back, and of course I tell everybody, hey, here I am. If you hit that new friend button, I will return the favor. We have Roku. Okay, we're using the Apple TV, the old black puck, and it does great. So I've learned in the last years how to do stuff on YouTube that I've never have in my whole Yeah. We had our dryer go out. Come to find out, after looking at YouTube videos, it pointed out that this was like a $9 fix. And if I had not done that, I would have thrown this thing to the curb and gone about another $300 dryer. And as all of you know, trying to find appliances and vehicles and everything right now, it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But I guarantee you, there's somebody here in YouTube land has done what you're thinking about doing and has a video out for it. So, boom, I got Grandma Prepper. You have a new grandson who lives in Australia. Just joining. Hit. Okay. Yeah, we use Roku. Cool. Sub to Hooper. Hooper, where in Oz are you? Okay. All right, guys. This is exactly what I'm very happy to see y'all doing this. So I will probably keep us open for maybe 10, 15 more minutes or so, and don't want to take everybody's the whole evening up. And we will definitely do this again next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. So make a note. And we're at about 291 subscribers. Hopefully by then we'll be up over 300. And the more and more people that we get, the more and more people that we can make contact and grow each other's channels. Actually learn from Hoops that Australia has more than just kangaroos and gabbies. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, one thing we can't find, it seems like everybody seems to have, is Bigfoot. He's out there somewhere, but maybe one day somebody will capture him. Yeah, I was talking to one group from the UK, and they've talked about doing a little bit of that kind of stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate you driving. I can only read a little bit and chat and respond at the red lights when you don't freeway. Yep, be safe, Grandma. We don't want you to get into a fender bender or worse than that. And I will educate you all for sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yep. Like I say, if you haven't watched Hooper's Mayhem's videos, you got to check it out. Granny, love you. Okay. Good. But say it's great having y'all here. And Hooper, are you leaving now, buddy? Got to go to work or whatnot? Mm-hmm. If Bigfoot is in Australia, I guarantee you they'll call it something different. Yeah, the heck, we call it 5 or 6 different names. Yeti, the Abominable, Bigfoot, Sasquatch. So yeah, I was talking, like I said, we were on one of the live feeds with somebody from the UK, and I just happened to mention they were talking about aliens, and I happened to mention that it might be easier to find aliens than it is Bigfoot. It's called a drop bear. Okay. All right. Good old Bigfoot. He's out there somewhere. The Yowie is in Australia. Okay. You would figure after all these years, somebody would have captured him, But I've seen videos where people have used fake footprints and all this kind of stuff, but I don't know. Thanks, guys. See, I told you. So outstanding. So everybody, yep, and a Yowie. Okay, great. And do y'all have a picture of the Yowie? Does it look like our Bigfoot, our Sasquatch? You have it locked up in the shed? But somehow he managed to get out, and he showed up here in Virginia the other week. So he must have a passport. Fella is bad to the bone, man. But, oh, I meant Heidi. Okay, all right. All right, shout out time, for live feeds coming up, new videos coming out. I shaved him, so he's a little different to what you might expect. Oh, okay. Okay. My cousin had a sighting back in 1984. He was 5 years old. It was on the property in Washington. Did y'all ever watch the Outdoor Gear Review with Luke? A few videos, he had something that was stalking around his camp, and I think it was called, was it Bigfoot? I don't know. But I was going to do a video on those camp perimeter alarms where you put the 209 shotgun primer shells in it blanks, but you can't find bullets, primers, or nothing here in the U.S. right now. It's everybody's gone horde crazy. It was like the great toilet paper squeeze of earlier this year, 2020. We went from having toilet paper stacked to the ceiling in every one of these stores to not a roll to be had anywhere. So how that happened, I have no idea. And then for a while, beef disappeared, and bullets disappeared, and the MRE type meals like from Mountain House, they disappeared. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether it's got something to do with us shipping in everything and whatnot, but yeah, went from toilet paper to bidet. Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, for us it was garden hose. Nah, luckily for us, my wife is a pretty good shopper, and she was able to find, if we never actually did run out. But when COVID first popped here, it was like March of 2020, and Tuesday of 2020. The Tuesday of that day, supplies are normal. Then all of a sudden there was a slight mention of some funky disease, and then it was like every store everywhere, the toilet paper just disappeared. Bigfoot probably brought it to the shed with him. I don't know. I would imagine so, but they would probably wake you up in the morning. These days, I'd like to shout out the Creekside Maple Homestead and Living Simple Homestead Outdoors. They're both in Canada. Great folks, and check them out and tell them that Lazy Day sent you. Absolutely. We will definitely, I will definitely check them out, and I'm sure everybody else here is too. Certainly is a great way to, meet new people, grow these channels and stuff. And because I tell you, it seems like we can get up here on these channels and talk for an hour and a half, and then the next morning, the YouTube's like, somebody watched 30 minutes of video. How in the world did 15 people or 12 people stay on the thing for 1 hour or so and not get more than 30 minutes? So I don't know. But we also used the bidet, and our paper went way down. Oh, cool. Okay. So I guess everybody's supplies are in their various places throughout the world are doing okay. Like I said, we still got some issues. You want to buy a bullet? Ain't gonna happen. You want camping gear? Ain't gonna happen. You're trying to find lazy days. No, everybody's out there. It's probably just the spelling and stuff. But if one day here, maybe the next thing, if I can't figure out how to put all these links up here, we'll get somebody to be a moderator, and when they see these channels, they can slap the links up for me. That way, we can make sure that everybody gets as much exposure as we can. But like I told Grandma, I will find out. I will figure this out for you guys, and make sure you type "lazy days ahead" spelled correctly. Okay, that makes sense. Days, right? DAYZ. Drop the S. Whoops. Whoops. What? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you found them. All right. Yeah. I know sometimes I will see somebody on a chat and they don't put a link up. Kind of like what I'm not doing now either. But and then I will try to go find them, and you get like 5 or 6 different things, and then you try to look at this little picture right here in the sidebar and try to match it up with what you're seeing. So we spell days in Australia with the G's, Jesse. All right, it's great to see everybody here. I think we only have about 5 people. That's incredible, really. And we've got 9 likes. So if you hadn't hit that like, hit it, and we'll figure out these link things here hopefully by the next video. So, all right. Well, here in about another 5 or 6 minutes, we'll say goodnight to everybody. But I want to make sure that everybody's had a chance to hit that subscribe button. And I just super smashed it hard. Cool. All right. I found you, Heidi. Outstanding. Yeah. And as long as y'all are still finding each other, I will keep on talking. I'm gonna make sure y'all get the maximum benefit out of these live feeds. But I find a lot of channels by watching other people's videos and then other live things. Yep, Dave, you need a couple of mods. Yes, I do. Yeah, it would make my life a lot easier. It sure would. So we'll work that out probably by the next video. Grandma says, "Don't leave me yet. I'm almost to my destination." Okay, so we'll hang on for Grandma. That way, she gets a chance to see everybody that's here on this screen. Step on it, Grandma. Yeah, but do it safely, Grandma. So, yeah, I watched that video you put up today about that other nutrient stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, very interesting. If you could push that iron stream an hour later. All right. Maybe next week, y'all, by show of hands, you want to do 7 p.m. East Coast time? Would that be easier on everybody? I'm versatile either way. I mean, even if Wednesday's not a good day, we could do it anytime. I'm still waiting for my Christmas socks. Take it out of the first gear, Grandma. Grandma, you have a fan club. Y'all got to check out Grandma's channel. It's really, really good if you're hunting for deals and all that kind of stuff and prepping and stuff. Yeah, I think Grandma was one of the very first channels that I think I found for several months. I mean, really didn't have hardly any subscribers. Then and all of a sudden found Grandma, and I think we found Donnie Laws out East Tennessee, and a couple others, and from there we started meeting all sorts of people. Yeah, I'll figure this out, Grandma. I'm gonna get a moderator and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, prepping and grannies are my 2 favorite things. yeah, it takes a grandma to teach us how to, get that supplies together. So we're hanging on for you, Grandma. That way you get a chance to say hello to everybody. And funny, huh? Yeah. He's right. Everybody has their favorite granny, and there's always that one person that knows how to find a supply that none of us else can find. So, you getting close to home, Grandma? Is that where you're heading to, or are you heading to your next work destination? Yeah, Grandma, you got a fan club here. You absolutely do. It stretches from Virginia to Washington State, out to Australia. And Hoop says both my grannies have passed away, bless them. Now, so I'm shopping for a new one. Well, we have one right here in the good old U.S. of A. And she can definitely show you how to find some really sweet deals and stuff. And so if you're ever get it up in your mind to get yourself totally organized and use some prepper software from Prepper Nerd, Grandma can show you, a good bit of that. I've been working on that for a while, but this crazy work schedule of mine, I haven't made much progress in the last week or so, but I still got some stuff behind me that I need to put away. But yeah, I would certainly like to thank every one of you for stopping by today. So we shall see. Grandma Prepper, I'm happy to be grandma. All right, well, you got a bunch of grandchildren here, Grandma. So my last living granny passed away 2 years ago. This coming August, I'm looking for a new one also. Well, Heidi, you just found one. Oh, you're at work, Grandma? Okay. All right, we'll hang in there for a bit so you can get a chance to say hello to your adoring fan club here. Could be your favorite grandchild. Yeah. Grandma loves all of us. Outstanding. Yep, outstanding. Your grandma does some really great videos. Outstanding. Yeah. Heidi says, Grandma, do you work evening? Yeah, well, let's see. Y'all are, 3 hours behind us, right, Heidi? So it's like, 4:07 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or are you in Mountain Time? You don't look old enough to be a grandma. Yeah, 3 hours behind. You're a smoothie, Jesse. All right, well, it can be said, if we didn't accomplish anything on this live feed, that Dave Collier Camping has found a new grandma for everybody. And if there's anybody in this room that has not subscribed to the new grandma, then you need to do that right now. Remedy that before this day ends is find Grandma Prepper's channel, subscribe, like, comment, watch some videos, and interact with her stuff. I've got screenshots now. Okay, cool. Grandma will figure this out. That'll make it easier. And hopefully next week, is everybody still happy with Wednesday at 6, or would you rather slightly later? I'm open to suggestions. That's one thing about being kind of semi-retired. You can kind of move your day around a bit. It's not as etched in stone as it used to be when I was a younger person. All right. Well, Grandma, you got a whole new family now. I have 14 and 17-year-old grandbabies. Well, I think you've got some 30, 40, 50, and 60-year-old ones now. Okay, Lindsay. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Grandma works 4 a.m. to 11. Okay. Well, I tell you what we can do is, I can still do the Wednesday at 6, but, we could also do a second day at, you know, say 7 o'clock, and y'all pick the day, whichever you want, Friday, Saturday, Monday. I don't really mind. I don't mind these live feeds at all. Matter of fact, um, when it's 100 degrees outside, uh, sitting here is a snap. 59 and a half day. 59 and a half. All right. I get it right. Yeah. Well, I'll be 61 in November. So, grandma says, I'm happy to be all your grandma, even if you're older than me. That's great. Yeah. All right. I want to see grandma's page to have grown by at least 5 or 6 people by the time she gets a chance to look at her next code board. I have many toilet breaks, so anytime is a good for me. Same here. Like I said, it's when it's as hot as it is outside, it is far, 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 far easier to sit here and talk to this camera than trying to do things outside. I'm definitely more of a winter camper, so I'm tearing up. Yeah, y'all crack me up. Grandma says she, yeah. Grandma, I bet this is the last thing you expected tonight was to find a whole new family. So, yeah, really great. Okay. Well, we're running at 1 hour and 11 minutes, and I want to make sure that Grandma gets a chance to, you know, talk to everybody. Leslie, honey, I need to meet up here for coffee. Ah, okay. You, Grandma, you probably talk about Lindsay. Okay, okay. Yeah. I think she's talking about Lindsay. Lindsay's still in here. I believe she was a minute ago. I think I'm 47. Yeah, Heidi, I think it is. Yeah, Lindsay just. You're on the east side, okay, of Washington. Cool. Well, Lindsay, you're probably right close to these other two-part friends of yours. Yeah, that autocorrect, man, oh man, mm. It gets me too all the time, Grandma. And if you're happening to be looking down and you're so confident that it's got you right, and the next thing you know, you're insulting somebody instead of telling them thank you. I agree. Oh my goodness, about 5 hours away. Okay, it's still kind of amazing, y'all. Even that close. I'm 39, but I have a face of a 20-year-old. Me too, can't you tell? So, no. Grandma says her heart is big enough for all of us. North of Spokane. Grandma, it's okay. I've been called worse. Me too, Lindsay. Yeah. Just the other day, somebody wanted to call me Daryl, and they were wondering why I wasn't answering because I didn't know a Daryl. And then he said, buddy, I said, oh, okay. It's not Daryl. I said, no, it's not Daryl. But I've been called worse. Yeah, autocorrect. The fat finger issue. Yeah. And then not to mention, it's just like I say, you get your brain and your fingers are working faster than you can watch the autocorrect. So, oops, clean that mirror. Yeah, y'all are right now. So let's see, we got 6 people in the room. Yeah, Grandma, we had the smoke here today from those fires up in Washington State and California. It was crazy. You know, we woke up this morning, got to work. It was still dark, but when the sun came up, it wasn't your typical yellow. It was a big fireball orange. You know, like you were looking at a tangerine or something. And the blue sky never did come out. It was just kind of like the whole sky had just cotton balls and stuff. It just Grandma says, "I love you, Lindsay." Okay. Forgot to mention it's when I shaved Jesse. I look like a kid. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'll work on this, Grandma. We'll see if we can't make this a little easier, and instead of having to do screenshots and stuff like that. I feel for you. So has everybody found Grandma? And Grandma? I think Grandma said she was taking screenshots. Hoop, where are you in Australia? Heidi's wanting to know. I'll tell you what, y'all are taking a real active role in this live feed. I appreciate y'all making my life easier. I seriously forgot how old I am. 46 or 47. I haven't had birth yet, so my daughter has to remind me. Yeah. Hope says he's was here in his study. Okay, Hope. In the toilet of the dunny. That's just like my name. Right, just like your name. Yeah. So, Lindsay, you feel well enough to get out there on your property and have some fun now, or are you kind of still feel a little slow? I was doing DoorDash delivery and couldn't hang over to the port. I was just like in the riots. Yeah, that was some bad stuff. Those riots. Grandma, I forgot how old I am too, but you have to ask my husband. You're only as old as you think you are. If you think you're 18, you are. The way I look at it is, we've all been pretty lucky. Hoop says he is in south of Perth, Western Australia. Not quite up climbing that mountain. Cool. If I had a big hunk of territory like that, you'd probably have to send the dogs out to hunt for me, because I would never want to, especially when the camping season was here. Grandma says, yeah, I got a screenshot so I can find everyone's channel. Outstanding. And I will work on this link thing, Grandma. Make it easier on all of us. No, it's not the one with Life with Lindsay. That was the one I saw originally, but it's Lindsay. I'm answering your question, but you. Have you ever been to Urilla Rock? That's that big red rock, right? Oop, no, that's someone else. Mine is spelled out Life with Lindsay. Yeah. Yep, yes it is. I noticed that the other day. Well, hopefully you'll feel well enough to get out and enjoy, the good outside and stuff, and don't push it, too hard. You guys are interested in information about prepping without the drama, please check out City Prepping and Urban Prepper. There you go. There's 2 more channels to check out. Hope you can't find it, really? Okay. Well, if you look on some of my videos, you'll probably see where she's made comments and stuff. There's one channel with a lady, and Lindsay is with her husband. Yep. Yeah, that one other Life W, Lindsay is just a girl. You have drama. No, Grandma don't have no drama. Unless it's a bunch of supplies that she needs to, put away and stuff, and when she goes shopping and stuff. Okay, everybody, here in about another 5 minutes, I'm going to tell everybody good night. So if everybody has not looked up everybody's channel, take a screenshot. Unfortunately, the city has us getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning today. Countryside Russell, you're here. All right, I saw earlier where you had put the boom up there, and your boom is back. I'm glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. We weren't too far away from heading on out of here, but I'm glad you came in. Everybody, if you have not checked out Countryside Russell's channel, do so. Give everybody a chance to, copy that down. And, Dave, I can help you modding if you need some help. Okay, next Wednesday, we'll see if we can't get that, done. That way, it might make it easier instead of people hunting for people that, because these little tiny pictures that we see of people, it's kind of hard early to match it up. Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, it's still dark to me too, but I got to put that city uniform on and go get one of their trucks and head out to the next big adventure. See who's going to break the next traffic pole or whatnot, or who's going to run into what. So it can get kind of very interesting how somebody can run into a 60-foot pole. But then I guess if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I guess that explains it. So, yeah, well, lots of drama, cleaning and organizing. Absolutely. Grandma, you just you got a new sub. Countryside Russell, Grandma has adopted every one of us. So if you want to be a grandson, tell Grandma that not only are you a new sub, new friend, but you are a new grandson. Boom, sub, brother. Outstanding, man. Russell, looks like you walked in just at the right moment. We got 6 people in here, but all right, Heidi, you take care. See you next time around, and be talking to you. And then anybody that wants to do like a second video or anything like that, just I'm open to it, and I'll try to solve this links event and stuff like that. All right, Hoop, are you leaving out too, buddy? Hopefully everything in Australia stays safe and sound, and all y'all be safe. Grandchildren also get written into the will. Yeah, the grandchildren also get to clean the house out too. So, all right, everybody. In 2 minutes, we'll say good night, and I walk into walls. Yuck. I do that too sometimes. Mostly I've been walking into spider webs outside. And Heidi says, bye, Grandma. Lindsay. Hope you all have a blessed night. Much love, respect, and good night. Russell, you take care until next time, man. Be safe. And we will be seeing you. Look forward to watching some more of your videos, brother. And thank you for the boom and boom back. All right, everybody. In 10 seconds, we will say goodnight. And I thank all of you that have spent this last 1 hour and 24 minutes and 50 seconds with me. All right, guys. All right, everybody. Good night, guys. Y'all take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.